Welcome to my aunt's 70th birthday dinner in the most extraordinary place that Natty and Amory found in Narbonne. Narbonne's not too far from where my aunt and uncle live, and they discovered that it is home to the largest buffet in Europe. So we didn't know what to expect, but we thought, oh, well, it'll be fun. It'll be something totally different and new. And oh my goodness, nothing could have prepared us for this. We are the first to arrive in this vast tented hall with chandeliers. Oh my goodness, it's like a Philip heaven of chandeliers. And the candelabras. Look at this.
So something small.
This is Beauty and the Beast, isn't it? We've walked into Beauty and the Beast. I can't believe Natty and Amory found this place. Work of genius.
I love it.
The tent is against an entire rock wall and you can hear water dripping down. Is this real? I feel as though I'm having a hallucination. I've stepped into a fairy tale and all of the staff are going to start singing and dancing any minute now. They're not going to start singing and dancing, that's just my overactive imagination. This entire marquee is a reproduction of a tent that Louis XIV commissioned in 1670 when he was on campaign, in which to have a huge festival and to invite members of the court. And as soon as you walk in, you're greeted with an original map made by Louis XIV's map maker, showing the new canal that had been built in the south, the Canal du Midi. And you can see all of the different locks that had been created for it as well. We're very close to the Canal du Midi here, so it makes absolute sense to have this greeting us. This extraordinary mirror and console are enormous, lavish Italian antiques dating from the 19th century. Now, if only we had an Italian palazzo to put them in. The little Christmas trees are actually lemon trees. They're covered in real lemons. This one's nearly ripe. The planters that the lemon trees are in are Versailles planters, and they're actually made by the same company who makes them for Versailles nowadays. And as you can see, they're always wooden planks with this metal frame, and the metal frame is so that you can open them and actually access the roots. If the roots need any care or any extra fertilizer, you can get straight to them. The menu is almost the size of my entire torso.
Donc je me présente, je suis Rémi, votre maître d'hôtel.
And nice napkins, Philippe. Linen.
Oh, thank goodness. On arrival, we were worried.
important.
Tatinette was quite concerned it would
I
be
was
paper
concerned
napkins.
about paper napkins. I'm totally reassured. Oh, yes, because when you go bowling,
It's a
then
hidden gem.
ice ring, and I said, oh, well. And then Philippe said, we'll have some pizza. I said, oh, pizza. I'm not too keen on pizza.
Tatinette's face was a picture when she thought we were going bowling and for pizza, because this extraordinary place is in an industrial estate and you have to walk past the entrance to the bowling and the ice skating rink that also raised an eyebrow before we finally found ourselves in Wonderland. Maybe I'll go for a little bit of crab or lobster. Oh gosh, there are bits of ice actually pouring down onto the lobster tower. I have never seen a place like this in my life. And they even have the special oyster plates for anyone who wants oysters. And I can assure you that if I were not allergic to oysters, I would be digging into that right now. And there is a huge fish selection. Roll mop herrings, herring salad, quite an array of seafood. Oh, the garden this is called. Ah, alfalfa. I haven't had that in a while. This is the saucisson section, and I'm quite excited because we don't get liver saucisson in our area, and they have it here. So whenever I come to the south, my mother and I get some because we love it. But this is a discovery for me. Soubreçade Mallorquin. Never heard of it. Looks like a chorizo-based kind of giant sausage. But we've been told to walk past all of this and go to the middle aisle of the buffet. Remember, this is the biggest buffet in Europe, to find all of the aperitif nibbles, which we'll be having with our champagne. And I'm on my way there, but I just can't move because I've seen the cheese. This is the biggest cheese buffet in the world with 111 cheeses. So I think we're going to go crazy. Oh my goodness, they've got quince paste as well. I love that with cheese. Don't worry, I will bring you all back to the cheese buffet later. I'm going to start by still looking for the apéro nibbles. Past charcuterie. Oh my goodness, there is everything. And these are the apéro nibbles. Darling little stuffed tomatoes. Ooh, little olive tarts and verrines. What to start with? What have you gone for?
a selection of different patés.
Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to go back and have a little bit of that later, but I'm starting with these nibbles. Why don't we serve all of our champagne like that? I feel like we've been missing out in life. Yes.
Especially when you have a birthday.
Yeah.
To my
Happy
wonderful
birthday.
family, son, daughter-in-law, niece, nephew, and my wonderful husband.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, and I bought you a really surprise birthday present.
The bowling?
No,
Try
guess what it is? What I have always wanted to do.
Yes. Skydiving?
Yes.
You're not.
Yes.
You've done it.
Nat is going to come and film me.
From the ground. The safe bit. Yes.
So good to eat.
Did you just have the gazpacho?
Yes.
Me too. So good.
It's meant to be the best buffet, open buffet in Europe, possibly the world.
I'm definitely feeling that. This is something I've never had before. The cream on top is a mixture of roquefort and salt cod. Quite a mind-blowing combo that I will definitely be making at home. I think I might do that actually. I was going to go pâtés like Philip, but in fact ham. Ham's the way forward.
Going to fold ham, and you have to take a little sticker,
Yes.
which tell you the strength. So don't go high and then go low.
You have to go
Choose
through in the
low
right
and then
order.
go up.
I'm going to do that right now. Back we go, but this time to the ham. Isn't it gorgeous with the panelling and extraordinary chandeliers everywhere? I've taken a little selection of hams that range in strength from 5 out of 10 to 9 out of 10, and it also depends on how many months they've been drying for. For example, the 5 out of 10 has been 11 months, whereas the 9 out of 10 has been drying for 20 months, drying in Spain. Which, in my opinion, definitely has the best ham in the world. I won't tell the French. A lot of the ones here are French as well. I should have known I'd find you here. You're doing the ham as well. Tatinette said you have to take a little sticker. For your taste buds, Tonton Stephen. You're willy-nilly with your taste buds. You must protect them. The ham was delicious, and the best one was definitely the 20-month aged one. And now I think it's time for a little fishy snack. I don't know what's making Amory happier, the buffet or Natty's trousers.
Natty's trousers.
There's a huge fish soup with the croutons and the rouille that traditionally go with it. But I have my eyes, as I think do the others, yes, on the langouste served with lashings of aioli, which is the best bet. They are carrying on and getting more, but gosh, I think that I'm going to call it quits and just go and eat this because it looks amazing. And I feel I'm going to struggle later. And as the cheese section is in the Guinness Book of Records, I want to make sure I leave a great deal of space for it. Just Natty and Amory are left eating at the moment the massive amounts of seafood they came back with. Everyone else has gone to get the next course. And whilst they're doing so, I'm going to show you this 19th century table à gibier, it's called. It's a game table, not gaming table. It's a table on which hunters could present the game that they've got on the hunt. And underneath, there are figures representing Adam and Eve. There's Eve with the serpent, and Adam looking a little pained by everything. It's got a lot going on. And you can see just how ornately carved it is. And Tatinette is showing just how the seafood platter should have been done. I was too modest.
Yes.
And Tonton Stephen, you've gone a different route. You've gone actual fish rather than seafood.
Oh yes, it's my preferred
Do you know what?
option.
I might go and do that. Is that
A nice gentle introduction
that's what I'm going for right this second.
with a nice glass of wine.
My plates are getting smaller and smaller, but I'm still wanting to taste everything. Anchovies, salt cod, lumpfish roe eggs, and some poached salmon. And I got a little bit of salted butter to have with the lumpfish roe. All I will say is that during the starters, we have been looking at Prague Ratter puppies for sale. My aunt and uncle are thinking of getting a little Prague Ratter from the same breeder that Galahad came from, because they've totally fallen in love with Galahad. Everyone's fallen in love with Galahad.
Eh bien, maman,
C'est vrai.
fais-le. Je crois que ça va changer votre vie.
And they'll be best friends with Galahad.
Oui.
Yeah.
They have extraordinary French classics, and the one that immediately caught my eye was Canard la Presse, selon la célèbre recette de la Tour d'Argent. La Tour d'Argent is the famous restaurant in Paris that has squashed duck, and it's the restaurant that Ratatouille was based on. And critically, it's the restaurant that we bought the panelling from for the Chambre Perse upstairs. And this is where they will be doing the pressed duck. This is the presses that they use, and it means that all of the juice of the duck comes out. Merci. You did it.
I'm going to try it.
It's a Tour d'Argent duck. Look at the presentation of that. And you love duck as well.
Recommended? Should I go for it?
Yeah, it's very smooth.
This is the section with Auguste Escoffier's classics. I think I won't go for the frog's legs though. Whatever I have, I definitely think I want it with one of those lovely little parcels of haricots verts. I think I'm actually going to have a turbot. Because everybody always raves about turbot, but I don't think I've ever actually had it. So now is my opportunity. All of the dishes are being cooked in front of us. It must have been exactly like this in the Royal Pavilion, with all the copper pans above and everyone going crazy in the kitchen. Well, here is my turbot. Let's go and find out why it's so special. I'm going to be honest, I usually like my food looking less like it did when it was alive, but let's give it a try. It is really delicious. Throughout the room, there are extraordinary silver carving tables, and this restaurant has the largest collection of carving tables in Europe. I'm not sure whether Philip's salivating more at the sight of the carving tables or the food. This is a very rare one that was made in the 19th century by Christophe, the famous cutlery makers in France and silversmiths, and this was originally used in one of the great palaces in Nice. And this one's really unusual. It's like a soup server, even space for the 2 ladles and then 2 big vats of soup within it. Philip and I are in heaven. I have never been to a restaurant where the antiques and the food are vying with each other as to which is the most spectacular. When we were in the Royal Pavilion in Brighton this month, we were talking about the huge banquets made by Carême and how there were thousands of different dishes, and we can't imagine that today. But I suppose it was like this buffet. Everything was available and the guests just nibbled the things that they wanted. So being here has really made me understand those huge banquets of the past far more. The time has come. I'm going for the cheese. Oh, they've got tête de moine. This is one of my favorite ones. I think I have to try and push down here and yes. Excellent. And you end up with a little flower of cheese. Then I think I shall have a little bit of parmesan carved out of the center of the cheese. And oh my goodness, they have 30-month aged Comté. I must try that. And I can't believe I got so many Roqueforts to do a tasting, because we could have tried most of them here. However, I will get the sheep's cheese with black garlic. I am being mocked. Because out of 111 cheeses, 120 cheeses, I went for 4. But look, it's an excellent selection. What are this then? The 30-month aged Comté. 30.
It's going to make
30.
you sweat under your eyes.
And sweat under your eyes?
Yeah, when you do you remember cathedral cheese, extra mature cathedral cheese?
I don't remember ever having sweated under my eyes, so
You sweat that.
that's never happened to me in my life. So now I'm hoping this does it.
Look at the amount of cheese that he has. Maybe he will sweat.
Oh, well, you just grabbed everything.
It is all a bit bland, isn't it?
They look too similar, don't they? You need a bit of...
Oh,
Yes.
There's going to be one in there that's going to be especially strong.
Dessert time, I see.
crêpes Suzette.
Oh, yes, I might do that. I just don't know what to go for.
Tiny little
The prunes, do they clue?
Everything's working well.
And here we are at the dessert buffet. This is one of my favorites, Paris-Brest. That is delicious. Oh, and the Mont Blancs. That is chestnut cream and cream, all whipped together over a heart of meringue. And then there's the classic Saint-Honoré. I don't know what a russe is. Maybe I shall have to find out. And it just goes on and on. And of course, you can't be in France without having macaron. Rhubarber, for anyone who likes that. Obviously, I keep trying. I'm convinced that one day I will enjoy it. Hasn't happened yet. Maybe I'll try again tonight. The perfect tarte tatin, but maybe the pièce de résistance, the chocolate. fountain. Creams and different types of rice puddings. Oh, dulce de leche. Île flottante, poached apples and pears, crème caramel and crème brûlée. And it goes on and on. I have never seen anything like this in my life, and I'm beginning to wonder whether I will be needing to order a new wardrobe for the rest of the season, because I intend to try everything. Oh, and not forgetting a little palmier biscuit to finish it off. And this woman is making flambéed pancakes for everybody. Oh, and caramelized flambéed bananas. Philip's showing great interest in the ice cream, because we hadn't noticed at first there's an entire little ice cream store. Oh my goodness, what are you going to go for, Philip? Bonjour, bonsoir.
Est-ce que je peux avoir le chocolat?
Ah, a little crème brûlée with your ice cream?
Yes, it'll be very good combination.
I, however, have been a purist. Just a profiterole and some mango ice cream. Tonton Stephen ordered the Trou Normand, which is Calvados and apple sorbet. How is it?
It's my son will try it. Really? It's Calvados. Oh, it's super. Honnêtement.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that was the best meal. And we can barely move. Everyone is just struggling to put one foot in front of the other. Yeah, rolling would be easier. This is our hotel for the evening. I found one quite near to the restaurant. Well, not too far anyway. I'm quite looking forward to seeing it. I love the stairs. Oh, aren't they pretty? And the floor. The problem is, Tatinette, are we able to climb? So I thought the shoes are coming off. Oh, that feels better.
Going two stairs.
Two
Two
flights.
stairs. I think I'll do it without the heels.
Oh la la, here we go. All right. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have had the final profiterole. Oh la la. Oh yep, up they go again. Philip and I are number 7. Along here. Quite a hike. Voila. Oh, this is lovely. Oh gosh, Philip's going to be happy with that chandelier. He's just parking at the moment. And tea and coffee making facilities. And usually I would be delighted about these, but I might actually hide them till tomorrow. I can't look at food.